Hello everyone, welcome to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. So, this game is a sequel to the first Stanley Parable. We'll call this one Stanley Parable 2. I did play the other one, I did record it. This was years ago. So this game came out again on its own, even a couple years ago. And I forgot all about its existence. I did enjoy the first one. The first one really messes with your brain. What I remember, it was silly. So I saw a couple quick clips of this the other night and went, you know what? I forgot this game exists. I should play it. I'll record it, share it with all you guys who may be curious about it as well. And I think it'll be good for a few laughs, perhaps, too. But I'm looking forward to it. It was on sale when I purchased it. I don't think it is anymore. But it's not a terribly expensive game. And it looks like, from what I've seen from a quick Google search, we're looking at least 2 hours of playtime here. And if you want to go for all the achievements, which I'm not going to be, then you're looking at maybe 10 or 11 hours. So it is a fairly long game, but let's get into it. Let's see what the game has in store for us. The end is never the end. Over and over again, because the end is never the end. Unless it's loading. In which case, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. I'm saying things. Click to skip. We're not skipping.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I love that voice.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
It's going to be a long hour.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, am I expected to play? Okay, I am. I figure we must have just come in on a vacation day. Must be a long weekend, and we came in by accident. So let's not read into it too much. Let's just go home. We won't tell any of our coworkers this has happened. Okay, that's crouch. Our mouse sensitivity is incredibly high. I need to adjust that. Is that an option? Can I even... Camera sensitivity? 3? That's a little bit better. Alright, we're doing the narrator said. So, like I said, I did play the first one. This one might actually be very similar to the first one and just have a lot of added bits and changed bits. I'm not even sure. So there might be some stuff that looks familiar to myself and maybe anybody else who's played the first.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're going to the meeting room. I kind of want to look around though. Is there anything?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, I think the narrator, if you go off track, he kind of stresses or specifies what you were doing, commentating your own stuff. Is this the meeting room? No. Apparently not, because he did talk about it. Doesn't look like a meeting room, so that makes sense. Everybody has the same mug. I had one of those in my office. I hate Mondays. Anything back here? There's more of those mugs. Oh, they say different things. Some of them. This room seems like a...
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors.
Waste of space?
He entered the door on his left.
Okay. We're doing this. We're doing this. This looks familiar. Stanley entered the door on his left. So, this would be a fun time to be doing this on stream or something, wouldn't it? Ask the chat, what do you want to do? Do I want to enter the door on my left like I was asked to? Of course not.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Absolutely. Absolutely, that's the reason.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I'm just laughing at the mugs. The one underneath there, who farted? That's a good work mug. Holy mugs everywhere, though.
Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Let's look at coffee mugs, not chairs and paintings. Even the commentator's bored.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Do I do exactly what they're expecting and go into a different door? Huh. Yeah, I guess.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Aha! No, I didn't. Oh, loading screen. Didn't expect that.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
All right, it's to the right.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh. Who left the headlights on? There's going to be a dead battery. I can't jump. Okay. I was going to try to jump on top of the van or something. Anything to go off course. This looks familiar.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. We just have to...
Can I find myself 427?
Who am I kidding? It's all
yeah, there we
rubbish
are.
now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Back to the beginning? Come on now.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, we're going to the meeting room. We're doing what the commentator says for now.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
Nope.
Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then.
That's bright.
It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
Oh.
Let's find the story.
Oh. Alright. Finding the story. We will find the story, I guess. Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to let you torture yourself. We're gonna end up in the back rooms. This would probably make a...
I'll I'll
went around
say
a
it,
circle.
this is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
I feel like I'm in Lethal Company trying to find my way through there. We're doing this again.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh,
what could
my
it mean?
goodness.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Figure it out, narrator. Figure it out.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. I don't remember the game being quite like this before, but maybe I don't remember quickly. It has been quite a few years. Just seeing if anything's out of whack.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
Oh, that's out of whack.
The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind.
'Kay.
Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay, but how does... It's messing with our brains. It's messing with our brains. What the heck? What the heck? Where are we?
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Hooray!
Congratulations!
Game over.
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Oh, come on.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Do I follow the line? Do I follow the line? I feel like they're expecting you not to follow it, so I'm going to follow it. He'll find his own way to mess things up this time.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Oh.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my
You're thinking too hard about this,
your
narrator.
existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa.
What are you plugged into, Light?
That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
Batteries.
Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yeah, this feels like it's a very lightened... Yeah, I feel lightened. The mood is lightened. Everything's lightened. That light back there that was working somehow was lit. It was lightened. And no, we gotta follow it. Got some serious tunes. Oh, I see things breaking with my ultra-wide display. But look at this. Look at it. What the heck? This looks familiar. I think I was amazed by this last time in the first game, too. The same thing's blowing me away again. That looks familiar.
Cut the music.
Oh.
Go back and look at that fern.
What? Why?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
I don't believe you.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Whatever. Wait,
what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
See, you follow the line. The story doesn't know what it wants. The story doesn't know. Oh.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, come on. How many times are we going to restart? I don't remember if we restarted all this many times in the first go-around. In the first game, so-called. I mean... Come on.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Oh. Where? Where's the door? Oh, there it is. We will wander. Wander we will.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
Okay.
Whatever it might be, Stanley,
squares.
I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Whee. Whoever painted this line, obviously by design, did not do it at all efficiently. But it looks like they had fun doing it.
We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
Do you?
Walk in circles for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm walking counterclockwise.
So I know that each door has to lead somewhere.
This is clockwise. I'm walking clockwise.
Which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
Yes, the door on the right is the correct one. Open the left one now.
Come, Stanley.
Open the left.
Our destiny
Open the left.
awaits.
Open the left. Okay, only the right. The confusion ending. Find the confusion ending schedule. Narrator restarts the game. 5th restart. What? Huh? We should be starting on the top left with our reading, I guess. Deviate from the maintenance room. End up in the okay, it's... Okay, yeah. So we're currently in the middle. Find... Let's... Right underneath the big confusion ending text, find the confusion ending schedule. Narrator restarts the game. So I guess that's... We're about to restart and do our 5th restart. And then we're going to have the narrator forget about the previous restarts. Stanley attempt to play the story, but is prevented. Unable to go anywhere, do anything, the game restarts on its own. And then eventually we find the line, the next one, and then there's no office after that, and then the narrator is gone. After a long time, Stanley dies. Oh, that's a great ending.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending. And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
And then I die.
That's really
After
how
a long
all
time.
this goes? It's all
Apparently it is.
determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
Yep.
I guess now we just wait. You know,
I'll use the chair.
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey
Oh my
and not the
gosh.
destination.
Can we...
So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
That scared the crap out of me. Well, the narrator probably forgets then, right?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Sounds like it.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Guess we're going to the meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Are we doing this again? Let's do the same thing and see if we get the same result.
This
I'm
was
guessing
not
not.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Definitely not the case.
Wow. Yes.
Coffee mugs are still
this
here.
room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Which I did last time, so I'll do it again. I'm
And
taking
so
the same
he
route. I want to
detoured
see if the
through
same thing
maintenance
happens.
section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Nope.
He wanted to wander about and get even
Yep.
further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Yeah, no, it's not.
No,
yeah,
no, not the right. Why
Now
would
we
I
wait.
have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Yeah,
It's
what were you
clearly...
thinking? Yeah.
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Well, take your time, man. Take your time. You know, I got all the time in the world here. Take your time.
Down, right,
By all means.
left, down, left, right.
Oh.
Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
That's what I thought. I had a feeling. I had a funny feeling that was the case. Oh, look.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Yeah, no promises. I forget what it said is going to happen this time around.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Again, I say you forgot that it was a holiday. We'll go home.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over.
Are we doing this
fresh.
all over again?
Everything should
for
be...
real?
Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monsters?
Did I just start the exact
Did you
same thing
move
over
the
again?
story somewhere, or...
The
Hold on.
same confusing
Why am I
ending
asking
loop?
you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find The story.
Does this looks different, I think. Yeah, okay. I was gonna see if I can go back to the exact same room again. Alright. Yeah, we're in Lethal Company, a very well-lit Lethal Company again. It's just letting us wander around forever.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again.
Okay.
But it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Next time around, we're choosing a different route. That's for sure.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But there's not going to be any doors this time.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
Yep, it's worse.
I might be remembering this
Yep,
wrong.
yep.
It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yeah. Is anything going to be different? Or...
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Go around in circles.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Yeah, we're in this room again.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
I know the door disappears.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Hooray!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Outside of the level.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
All right, I've got a solution.
I regret
this time,
doing the same thing.
To make sure we don't get lost,
I regret
I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
We're doing something different. It's probably going to take us right back to the line, though. I doubt that it's letting us deviate far from it.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Yeah, I have no choice. No choice but to follow the line. And last time I tried to deviate off of it too, didn't I? Another spot up here, and it just took me back to it.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction.
Does it, though?
Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself?
Once again,
whoa.
you're overthinking it.
That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I'm trying to figure out where that other route was that I saw last time. This spot. I'm confused. Oh, okay. This is it, I think. Yeah, okay. That route was not a route.
Wait, cut the music. go back and look at that fern.
No, I'm not going back and... Did I walk by the fern already? Oh, I did.
Stanley, this fern
No,
will be
it's not.
very
Leave me
important
alone.
later in the
Leave me
story.
alone.
Make sure you study it close. Wait, what? We're
Yep.
back at the office?
Yep.
No.
Yes, we
No,
are.
No. Line, you do know we're looking for
Restart
the Stanley
again.
Parable, right?
I'll
The
be here
story?
waiting for the restart.
Is any of this ringing a bell?
No, not restarting right now. What do I do? Just follow the line again? What do you want me to do? What happened last time? I forget. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Oh, that's happening.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Yep. Okay. Let's get this over with so we can take a
You know
different...
what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure
Story
line. What's it ever done
line.
for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Is this the endless circle?
Now,
No?
yes,
Maybe not?
this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it
is.
could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready
It
for
makes me
it.
dizzy almost.
Oh, no,
Come
not you
on.
again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Yeah.
No lines or monitor rooms.
I can see
Just
why,
don't
though.
acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
The line is gone. Oh,
Ah, a choice.
I'll start walking
We
in
get
circles
to make
now.
a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the
It'd be funny if
opportunity.
walking- the
In
direction you
fact,
choose to
I
walk
believe I need
changes
a
when the
minute
door
to
opens.
think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
That's enough circles.
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Will it? Do you think it
Since
will?
the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts,
Yep.
the door on
No
the
surprise.
right is the correct one.
No surprise.
Another victory for logic.
No
Come,
surprise.
Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
Yup, sure does.
Oh, hold up. What's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't
I'm just
want
kind
the
of
game to
reading
keep
the
restarting.
last steps
I
here
don't want to
again.
forget what's going on. I don't want to be
And
trapped
I've
like
learned
this.
nothing, really.
I won't restart the game.
I was trying to
won't
see
do
if
it.
what's
I
happening
won't
now
do
fit
it.
into
I won't do
the
it.
restart descriptions that are written down
And the
here.
timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The,
Because, I mean,
whatever
yeah,
it
the
is that
narrator's
made
going
this
to be
schedule?
gone.
How would we even know?
Or he forgets about
Will
it.
someone come for us?
And then we start following the
Will
line
something
again,
happen?
apparently. And there's no
So,
office. And then there's no
okay.
narrator. Yeah, I don't think we made it
I
to
guess
6
now we
last
just
time,
wait.
did we?
You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Yep.
I'm not
Probably
quite
just
sure if we're in
meaningless
the
writing.
destination or the journey. Though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Eventually.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh, yeah, that noise. I forgot about that noise. If I remembered, I would have warned you. Okay, what's happening this time? What's happening this time?
All of his co-workers were gone.
The narrator
What
forgets.
could it
That's
mean?
right. Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
To the meeting room. Sure, why not? I mean, we haven't done that yet, have we? Okay, we're going left this time.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Yep. We're taking this as our restart, our fresh restart.
There was not a single
Good,
person
something
here
different.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Who's the whiteboard manager? Is that your official title? Nothing too exciting on there. I was hoping to see some sort of silly thing. Anything on here? Push for funding for R&D of new coffee machine. Okay. Future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Synergize papers. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergized guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep targets on topic of who knows. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Right, next day's agenda. Repeat. Okay, this seems like a lot of work. Hiring people to synergize and firing them, whatever. I'm curious. I'm just looking around. What do we have? Charts, graphs, exciting. PowerPoint, slides. What are your dreams for the future? Transcend, play at life, football, charts, mitosis. What do people want? Things, money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Grass about things and money. Absolutely. Bi-quarterly post review. What? We need more / less reviews. What? Okay, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, we're done. We're done looking at charts. We got a kick out of some of them.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Sure. I guess we'll listen. Executive bathroom. Let me in here. Executive bathroom. That sounds like a wonderful restroom. Wonderful poop. This room looks familiar. This room looks very familiar.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Okay.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay, then, narrator. Guess does the narrator, I guess, not know that we can hear him? Kind of seems that way. That looks like an elevator. Anything over here? No. Okay. To the elevator. I wonder if I could have pushed the up button. Oh well.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Why am I trying this hard at work when nobody's around? Now I feel like I'm in a portal
Stanley
game.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
This is a tough decision. Whatever. Spooky. Spooky. That's a button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
This is this
Did
room.
he have the strength to find out?
Can't die. Okay. Yeah, normally I'm up there, right? Last couple times. What now? Oh, there's a button here.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of
Is that
them,
mine in the middle there?
eternally monitored in this place.
That looks like my
freedom.
no. What was I?
nothing.
427. I wonder if that's gonna be my office room. Yeah, looks like it. All right. Oh, this walkway appeared. Didn't even notice. More buttons. Must push. Did
This
I push it?
mind
Okay,
control
apparently I did.
facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Where's this taking
No.
me?
He refused
I've been
to believe
kidnapped.
it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Hello?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
There's a button up
Stanley
there.
decided that
I wanna
this
push the button up
machinery
here.
would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Can't see the
For
stairs.
he would dismantle the controls once and
I can't
for
get up there.
all.
Never. Oh. That's the button. What's it do? What did they do? Nothing, I guess? Alright, I'm supposed to dismantle the controls once and for all. I'm guessing I go through the door. There's number 5. I wonder if the buttons do something if you push them in the right order or something. Sounds like a lot of work. Mind control idle, awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
So you want me to turn it off?
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself? Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
More on.
I'm afraid you don't have
Not
nearly
more on,
the
but
power
more
you think you do,
on
for
than it
example.
was.
And I believe you'll find this pertinent. Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh, run!
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode,
No bueno.
eliminating the entire complex.
No
How long
bueno.
until detonation then? Let's say,
Just pick
2
a...
minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you.
That's a
about
4.
me,
What if I push
where
all the
we
buttons in
go,
order now?
what all this means.
And how much time?
I barely know where to
I
start.
think there was a 4 up there, wasn't it? I already forget.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
Did I see a 3 before?
All right, I'm in a good mood.
3.
You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was
4.
merely in this
I should've checked
instance
this
of the
was a
story.
4.
Sometimes
Yes, it
when I
is.
tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office
4.
forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
This guy is
Other times,
dark.
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it
Was there a
go.
6?
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Pretty much.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running
3.
from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything,
5.
anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving
Dark blue
along.
1.
It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene
Light
because
blue
I will watch
22.
you for every moment that you're powerless. To
Button
see
hint
you
provided.
made
Continue?
humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy.
I
You
don't-
wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown
So
to
shaky.
pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count.
Oh, there's a door here.
Or don't.
Oh,
it's
never
all
mind.
the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing
I
at every
can't
second
see
of your inevitable
anything.
life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Yeah. I wonder if there is a way to turn that off. Or if there's nothing in there that does anything. And here we go again, I guess.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps. Can I remember what I did last time?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, I don't remember what other options there were on the left, but on the right, there was other options other than what I did the first time that
This
put
was
me into
not the correct
same
way
thing
to the
twice.
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply? But eager to get back to business,
so eager.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So I could either go left and go straight through, or I could go this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. It will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, 5,000. Okay, sure.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Okay. I turned around to see if I could tell if we fell as soon as we went into the darkness. Or what? Oh, okay.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another...
Mr. Anderson. God, so bright. And flashbangs.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Thanks, dear.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
I can't go anywhere. Good morning, employee 47. Press G on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Please press Z.
Look
Sure,
at him there,
why not?
pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to
Yes.
do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
I am?
Now he's going home. Now
I am?
he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press V to watch TV. I was going to say, do I have a TV?
And so he began to fantasize about his own
Apparently
job.
not.
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press B to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either.
You're describing
At
my
last,
entire
choice.
experience
It
so far.
barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Am I getting dinner?
As he
Probably not.
wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
Guess not.
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Tell my kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
We're starting over again, aren't we? I love you, honey.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I won't. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's just gonna never. I'm gonna wait a lifetime not pushing it, aren't I? There's nothing that's gonna happen. If I don't push it, nothing happens. It just makes me wait here forever, doesn't it? So its point it's trying to make is that I'll do whatever I'm told to do. And in this case, whatever I'm told to do is to push this button. So it's leaving me no other option. What if I press a different button? It wants me to press J. I'm going to press F. No, it does nothing. No. Pressing E. It sounds like I'm pressing a key on the keyboard. Alright, fine. J. I did it.
You see?
Yeah.
Can he just not hear
Whatever.
me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Okay.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Does this mean I died?